Hello students, welcome to your English class. So students, today we are going to study about a poem in your book, that is Snowdrop. It has been penned down by Ted Hughes. Students, let us first read about the poet of the poem Snowdrop. So Snowdrop has been penned down by Edward James Hughes or Ted Hughes. So Edward James Hughes or Ted Hughes was born in 1930. 1930 में ये born हुए in West Riding region of Yorkshire. His father William James participated in World War I. His accounts of fighting in World War I made a permanent impression on the memory of Ted Hughes. So it made a permanent impression on the memory of Ted Hughes, that cruelty, that brutality, that kind of deaths and nature of that World War I. It has been reflected in the poems that has been penned down by Ted Hughes. So Hughes was born in a rural area. एक गांव के एरिया में पैदा हुए. He developed love for animals and birds. Animals और birds में इनको बहुत ज़्यादा इंटरेस्ट था, प्यार था उनसे, बहुत लगाव था. This interest in animals dating from his childhood remained with him throughout his life. So it will remain continue throughout his life, and it accounts for a large number of animals poems which he subsequently wrote. तो जो भी poems जो हैं इन्होंने लिखी हैं वो सारी poems जो हैं वो एनिमल्स बर्ड्स को रिलेटेड लेकर लिखी हैं. जैसे कि आपकी अपनी पोइम है स्नोड्रॉप, इसमें भी एक प्लांट का जिक्र जो है वो किया गया, दैट इज स्नोड्रॉप. He was married to Sylvia Plath, a famous poetess. Huck's collected works include The Hawk in the Rain, Loprical Wadvo, Crow, and Moore's Towns. Huck's books for children include poems and plays for children. So, एक उनकी बुक थी बुक्स फॉर चिल्ड्रन. उसमें जो है उन्होंने पोइम्स जितनी भी लिखी हैं वो सारी बच्चों के लिए लिखी हैं, चिल्ड्रन. ठीक है. So he was married to Sylvia Plath. And Sylvia Plath was also a famous poetess. So उनकी collections बहुत सारी हैं books की जिनका नाम यहाँ पे दिया, The Hawk in the Rain, Loprical Wadvo, Crow and Moore's Towns. Okay, so this is all about the poet. So students, let us start with a brief summary of the poem. Snowdrop is a white flowered plant. स्नोड्रॉप एक प्लांट है जो वाइट कलर के फ्लावर्स जो है बेयर करता है, मतलब उस पर लगते हैं वाइट कलर के फ्लावर्स. एंड दैट फ्लावर्स गिव्स बेल लाइक structure. Okay, it is a bell like structure of the flower, so it gives bell like flowers. It flowers when bitter winds are blowing and the ground is covered with snow. So यहीं से पता चल जाता है कि वो विंटर में क्या देता है, फ्लावर्स देता है. वो प्लांट स्नोड्रॉप प्लांट विंटर में फ्लावर्स देता है जब बहुत ही ज़्यादा ठंड होती है, कड़कती ठंड, एंड जो विंड है वो बहुत ही ज़्यादा ठंडी होती है. एंड ग्राउंड इज़ कवर्ड विद स्नो, और ग्राउंड जो है वो स्नो के साथ कवर्ड होती है. Sometimes the plant has to push its stem through 8 inches of snow. The poet here uses the snowdrop as a symbol of Fire's winter. ठीक है. विंटर की एक बहुत ही खतरनाक दृश्य जो है वो पोइट ने इसमें पोर्ट्रे किया है पोइम में. He presents nature as very cruel and heartless in this season. So उसने पोर्ट्रे किया है कि जो नेचर है वो बहुत ही ज़्यादा क्रूअल हो जाता है और उसमें कोई इमोशन नहीं रहते हैं इस सीज़न में, इस ठंड में. The poet describes very briefly how winter restricts the movements of many creatures. Some of them almost reach the point of death. They no longer skip about or fly as they used to. जैसा कि वो गर्मियों में फ्लाई करते थे, मूवमेंट करते थे, वैसी मूवमेंट जो है सर्दियों की वजह से रेस्ट्रिक्ट हो गई है और वो मूव नहीं कर पा रहे हैं. So they no longer skip about or fly as they used to. Okay, students, let's start poem reading. Now is the globe shrunk tight, round the mouse dull wintering heart. Weasel and crow, as if molded in brass, move through an outer darkness, not in their right minds. So, students, as I have already told you, that the poet portrayed a winter season here. So, the poet says, it is a winter season. The whole earth seems to have shrunk tight due to terribly freezing cold. So students, here now the globe shrunk. तो globe जो है यहाँ पर globe का means आपको पता है क्या होता है, is a model of earth like, but here globe is also telling us about the flower, that is snowdrop. तो वो स्नो ड्रॉप भी क्या हो गया है, स्नो ड्रॉप फ्लॉर क्या हो गया, वो भी श्रंक हो गया, बिल्कुल श्रंक हो जाए तो टाइट हो जाता है, ठीक है. राउंड द माउस डल्ट विंटरिंग हार्ट. सो द पोइट हैज परहैप्स यूज्ड द वर्ड ग्लोब फॉर द स्नो ड्रॉप फ्लावर, as I already told you, which has a round head. The cold winter has shrunk tight the head of this flower also. Okay, clear? Next is round the mouse dulled wintering heart. Okay, then the poet looks at a mouse and watches its miserable plight. The terrible cold has dulled the beat of this poor animal's heart also. So this animal's poor heart has dulled due to severe cold. The weasel and crow as if molded in brass. So weasel is a carnivore animal. Okay, the state of weasel and the crow is also no different. उन दोनों की कंडीशन भी माउस की तरह ही एक जैसी थी. ऐसा लगता था कि एज इफ दे आर मोल्डेड इन ब्रास, जैसे कि एक तांबे में वो मोल्ड कर लिए हों, ढाल दिए गए हों, सांचे में ढाल दिए गए हों, इतने ज़्यादा क्या थे, स्ट्रिक्ट हो चुके थे. ओके, सो the bitter cold has restricted all their movements. Move through an outer darkness, not in their right minds. So, they can hardly make any movement in the open. Whatever little movement they make, it is all in darkness. Only because it is dark even during the day. तो जैसे कि सर्दियों में क्या होता है, सर्दियों में अंधेरा ही ज़्यादातर रहता है, धूप कम निकलती है. तो इसीलिए पोइट ने यहाँ पे लाइन लिखी है, मूव थ्रू एन आउटर डार्कनेस. दैट मीन्स इट इज़ डार्क इवन ड्यूरिंग द डे. द सन इज़ हार्डली एवर सीन. These poor animals are not in their right minds due to the freezing cold. They can't think what to do or where to find any kind of shelter. Okay. So, with the other deaths, she too pursues her ends. So, now the poet looks at the snowdrop. Now the poet is talking about the snowdrop flower. That's why he uses she. He calls it as a she because she has the marvelous ability to bear flowers in such cold even. The snowdrop shows exceptional parts of survival. So brutal as the stars of this month. In spite of such cold, it keeps pursuing its end. It can push its stem up even through the thick snow. It seems as brutal as the stars of this month. The stars in this wintry month don't have any charm and arouse no emotions in the beholder's heart. That is why she has been compared to the brutal stars of that month. So I have already told you that the stars in winter are not so charming, and they cannot arise any kind of emotions in the beholder's heart. That is why the poet has compared snowdrop to the stars of that month. So her pale head heavy as metal. Similarly, The snowdrop with its drooping head fails to produce any emotions in the beholder. Okay, so this is all about your poem. Thank you, students.